reluctantly crouched at the starting line. Engines pumping and thumping in time. The green light flashes, the flags go up. Churning and burning, they yearn for the cup. They deftly maneuver and muscle for rank. Fuel burning fast on an empty tank. Reckless and wild, they pour through the turns.
Alright, congratulations making it this far in Unit 1. Quick review and then you'll be on your way. Alright, so let's take a look here. First thing you have to review is order of operations. We've got grouping, exponents, multiply, divide, add, subtract. Remember, these are left to right. It's not multiply, then divide. Always, it's whichever comes left to right. So let's look down here. First thing we have is this big brackets here. So we have to go inside there. So I have 15 minus 10. Inside the brackets, I have parentheses. So I have to do that. 4 minus 2 is 2 squared. Still inside, so I still have 15 minus. Inside I have subtraction, our exponent. Exponent comes first, so 10 minus 2 squared is 2 times 2, which is 4. Now I still have minus, or I have brackets. Got to do a lot of brackets here. 10 minus 4 is 6. 15 minus 6 is 9. All right. Over here we're evaluating when a is 2, so the first thing we have to do is put in that. So 3 times 2 squared plus 5 times 2. I have an exponent, so I have to do that first. 3 times 4 plus 5 times 2. Now I have a multiply, add. I'm going to multiply both of these first, then add them together, and I get 22. Alright, so that's order of operations, grouping, exponents, multiply, divide, add, and subtract. So let's take the next one. Solve using mental math. So 3 times what equals 21? Well, that what, 3 times 7 equals 21. So G equals 7. All right. Let's go over here. Is 5 a solution? So we need to check wherever I see my variable, I plug in 5. So is 5 times 5 minus 3 greater than 20? 5 times 5 is 25. Minus 3, is that greater than 20? 25 minus 3 is 22. Is that greater than 20? Yes, it is. So 5 is a solution. All right. Find the unit rate in feet per second. So remember, we need to cancel out things. So the first thing I need to cancel out is miles. So down here, if we cancel, if it's on top, I need it to go onto the bottom. So I need to put some miles here. All right. And I need it in the end to be feet per second. So we need to get down to feet. So I need to know how many feet are in 1 mile. Well, if you remember, 5,280 feet are in 1 mile. So now we're done with the miles, okay? Then we're going to go on, and now see we're done with the top. We got feet, but we have hours. So we need to put hours was on the bottom. Now I need to go on the top. All right, and I know I can convert hours to minutes. I know there's 1 hour, and that's 60 minutes, right? But I can cancel out these hours. The thing is, I'm not done yet. I need seconds. So I need, in 1 minute, how many seconds? That's 60 seconds. Right? So now I can cancel out the minutes. So now on top I'm left with feet, and on the bottom I'm left with seconds. So I'm going to multiply 60 times, 5,280 times 1 times 1. That gives me, all right, so I now have 316,800 feet, and then I'm going to multiply 2 times 60 times 60, and that's going to give me 7,200 seconds, but remember we want units, so we want to know in 1 second how many feet is that, right? So I'm going to divide those. 316,800 divided by 7,200, and I get 44. So my rate is 44 feet per 1 second. All right. Is the data a function? What's the domain and range? Graph it. What's the rule? So let's take a look. Remember, for it to be a function, every x can only go to one place. So 0 only goes to 14. 1 only goes to 13, 4 only goes to 10, 6 only goes to 8, and 8 only goes to 6. Doesn't matter if I had a y go to two different x's, or this like 1 and 14. This 14 could be down here as many times as I want, but I can only have the x go to one place, and that's what it does. So I'm going to graph it over here. Is it a function? Yes, it is. Sure enough. So I'm going to do 0, 14, little point there. 1, 13, little point there. 4, 10, little point there. 6, 8, point there. And 8, 6. All right, so what's the domain? Domain, remember, domain is all x's. So the domain is 0, 1, 4, 0, comma 1, comma 4, comma 6, comma 8. And the range, all the y's, 14, comma 13, comma 10, comma 8, comma 6. And what's a rule for this data? All right, now if we think about it, we're starting, our 0 is at 14. So I'm going to say for my y's, I'm going to start at 14. And what happens? Every time I go 1x, it goes down 1, right? So negative x plus 14. Or you can think of it as 14 minus x. Let's try it. 14 minus 4 is 10. 14 minus 6 is 8. 14 minus 8 is 6. So y equals 14 minus x. All right, so then on this one we have area of a trapezoid is the base 1 plus base 2 times the height. So let's do this right here. Base 1's 15, base 2 is 17. Plug in the height is 5. All that divided by 2. So my biggest grouping is this fraction bar. So let's do on top I have grouping again. So let's do that. 15 plus 17 is 32 times 5 divided by 2. This is being grouped, so I have to multiply this first. 32 times 5 is 160. Divided by 2 is 80. All right, best of luck on that first unit test. Remember, you need to get a 70% or higher on this so that you don't have to do a retake, okay? If you do below 70%, you're going to have to retake it. Best of luck.